Hi everyone. Uh, so this channel is all about gardening. You can see a lot of plants behind me. I'm very passionate about plants. Subscribe to the channel and follow my videos on this. Stay tuned. Also follow me on Facebook for daily updates. Hi everyone. So today we're going to talk about welcome everyone to the channel, and today we are going to talk about my favorite philodendrons. I currently have three varieties. One is the green philodendron, the normal one, and the lemon lime philodendron, and the Brazil philodendron. So let's talk about those one by one. So first and foremost, I don't know if I've placed the camera correctly, but so the first bunch that I got is this one. So you can see that this has grown really bushy, like insanely bushy right now. So right now there are about let's count how many branches are there. 1, 2, 3, I can see 4. Can you see it? You can see 2 of them right here. 2 of them. There is another one, 3. There is 3 here and 4 here. So total of 7 this side, and there is one hidden underneath, so it becomes 8, and there is some hanging outside as well. So at least there are 9 growth points that we could count right now. And this comprises both of green philodendron and lemon lime philodendron. So there are 2. So today we're going to talk about how to get a very bushy, healthy philodendron basket, right? So how do we get that? The only way we can get that is by 2 ways. One, you have to wait a long time and propagate, or the second way can be you can buy multiple branches of philodendrons. Like in case if you get one plant, you can maybe buy 2 or 3 and then put them together. So the key is to have more branches. That's the only key to have a bushier plant. There are 2 ways you can do it. One, by propagating yourself from a smaller plant, or buy multiple of a smaller plant and get more branches out of them. So I bought multiple Brazil philodendrons. That's the second method that I did. I did not propagate a lot of these guys. So you can see that this is kind of pretty small, right? This is not hanging. But whereas this is completely propagated individually. So I had just 3 branches when I started it out. I think it has been less than a year that from 3 branches, one was of lemon lime philodendron and 2 were of the normal green. I have completely, what I did was, whenever it was trailing down, I took those branches and put them inside, and at the node points I have pinned using a bobby pin. That's a bubble wrap. So what happens is, another thing is that a lot of you are very concerned about yellow leaves, right? So sometimes, actually almost all times, yellow leaves in philodendrons are due to overwatering or lack of light. So either of the 2 reasons. So you have to tweak your watering or increase your light levels. But a lot of times yellow leaves can also be because of plain aging. Plant leaves age sometimes. So if you have just a couple of yellow leaves, don't worry about it. Just let the plant be happy. As long as there is new growth coming out of it and just the old leaves are turning yellow, it's fine. But if too many of them are turning yellow, you're seeing that large healthy ones are turning yellow slowly. Healthy yellow leaves is something like this. I will show you as well. I have one here in the Brazil philodendron. Can you see the yellow leaf? So this yellow leaf is actually because I recently transplanted it. As I recently disturbed the roots, the leaves became yellow. So it's plant's way of letting you know that I'm not unhappy. I'm not happy. I'm basically unhappy, and that you as a plant parent have to figure out what did I do or what can I do better to not make more leaves yellow. Sometimes if despite good growth, 1 or 2 leaves are yellowing, that's fine. But if healthy leaves like this, like I showed you in the Brazil philodendron, is yellowing, like if this leaf turns yellow, I will be worried. If one of the bottom leaves turn yellow, I would not be worried. The number 2 thing is that we tend to overwater them and all of that. Fertilizing, I do it every once a month. So the key to get a bushia plant is to propagate using the pinning method. You take a branch is coming out, you take that branch, put it back in the soil and pin them using a bobby pin in the node point, and then you keep on watering as usual like you do, and what happens is it puts in root and it has new growth points from there. So from the point it has rooted, it turns into 2 new branches, so it kind of keeps on branching out like that. So, and also what happens is sometimes you can also propagate from cuttings, but I don't do that because first of all, I don't like cutting plants that much. I mostly use the pinning method because it's one of the most reliable one. In any case, I'm not losing a plant, right? You can just pin it. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. You pull out the pin and let the plant flow, right? So at the same time, I initially when I bought this, I had barely any plant, so it was very difficult for me to go to the decision of cutting. I did put some cuttings. I did also grow a plant using cuttings, but the cuttings, it takes a lot of time. It's very small. It takes a lot of time to acclimate to soil, and then a lot of time to actually grow bushia. But you can use that as well. I have another philodendron outside, and recently I transferred all the cuttings. Finally, after it acclimated to the soil for a couple of months, I transferred it outside with a moss stick. So I'm trying to make another bushy moss stick. This is a hanging basket, so I was trying to make a standing plant. So it was kind of bare on 2-3 sides, and that's actually the first plant of philodendron I had was the standing moss stick plant. I kind of all the leaves turned yellow because I had put it in my drawing room where the light is very low. So that's how I know that yes, yellowing of leaves can be a lighting problem or an overwatering problem. So the key to get a bushia plant is propagate, don't overwater, give them proper light for growth, and propagation can happen with 2 methods, and fertilize them occasionally. I do it every once a month, either through vermicompost or the seaweed solution. So you can see that this has kind of this is the new one side is the 4 Seasons Brazil philodendron, the other side is the Soil Dotten Brazil philodendron. I put both of them together in the pot, and it will slowly grow into multiple branches. So this itself has about I think I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can see 6 endpoints. So at least 6. So there are some hidden underneath as well. So the key to always a bushia plant is more and more branches coming out of a bush. You can't have a bushia plant with 1 or 2 strands. You have to either multiply it by putting it back, or cut up and propagate, or buy multiple plants. So yeah, that's pretty much the secret to getting a bushia philodendron. I mean, I'm so proud of this guy. So this guy is like, see how amazing it looks. Like it's fuller on the top and all of that. So right now what I'm trying to do is, so this side was in the light direction, so all the growth was coming out from this side. So you can see this is now turned on the opposite direction. So I have now switched it. So the window is here at the northwest facing window, and I've switched it like this. So what happens is I get a good visual of the plant. At the same time, another thing that happens is this side the growth is coming out. So you see some leaves always do turn yellow. So this leaf is going to turn yellow. You see, it has turned light yellow, and what happens is this guy is turning yellow, but I won't be worried about it because not many of the leaves are turning yellow. There was one dried leaf and one other leaf that is turning yellow. The amount of growth that it is pushing out, in front of that a couple of yellow leaves is just fine. And if you have recently transplanted a plant, it will definitely put out yellow leaves in transplant shock. Or if you have kind of overwatered, like I mentioned. So yeah, these are my favorite plants. They love humid weather, Kolkata weather. If you live in places like Delhi, where I used to live before, it used to be very dry, like Rajasthan and all. You can buy a small humidifier or you can keep couple of plants together, group them together. So what happens is that together they kind of maintain the humidity, and I guess that's all the advice I can give you in terms of how to get a healthy fuller plant. If you want to check out my entire care detail plan, I will link it there as well, and check it out. Link will be somewhere on the top. And thanks for watching. Do subscribe to my channel if you like my content. I try to show you what I've done. Today I kind of completely changed my balcony look, so hopefully I'll make a video on it as well in case you're looking for how to make more space in balcony. That's it. Thanks for watching.